Yo, 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 welcome back to White Dads Can't Jump, here with the main man, Chad.
Hey, how we doing today?
We are doing great.
I'm
We,
excited about this. I got some big stories to talk about today.
okay. All right, you want to pop off right here from the beginning?
Whoa, I wasn't ready for that. But
Okay.
so, couple angles I want to go. So, things that I've been into recently, and I go in these weird kind of rabbit holes every so often of things that I'm really into, as most people do, and then you just fall out of it and then you fall back into it somehow.
Yoga.
And my current thing is not that I'm doing it myself, but I really am interested in watching bodybuilding, but like
Ah,
classic bodybuilding. So I went down an
Arnold.
Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yeah.
training rabbit hole the other day because it popped up on one of my um, recommended videos, and it was
Yeah.
just him talking about training different body parts, and like it is so incredibly interesting to me to watch these muscles grow and work and how it's just crazy. And like, then you hear the background story of how much protein they take a day and all the other crap they're pumping in their bodies in the day. And then you kind of look at the transition because when Arnold was training, he was super lean, obviously, but he didn't look grotesque like bodybuilders do today, where it's kind of had this shift of this like monstrosities that come out. And
Right.
so I was reading and watching some videos actually about it today about why it's obviously the type of drugs that they're taking changes the composition of the muscles and then changes like their GI tract, which changes everything about them. But it's really interesting to me. And I just sometimes can't get enough of it.
Aren't I correct in saying that they now just acknowledge that there's the natural division and then there's the enhanced division?
Yes.
Right. So, I mean,
Yeah.
and Arnold, I mean, I don't know, at least in the beginning, I think took pride in the fact that he was a natural. I don't even know if they had divisions back then. Arnold had a book that was like this thick, and it was, I'm holding up about 3 inches. It
Some of our
was,
listeners might be familiar with
all about, and it was his story in combination with the workout that he did, the moves that he did, like you say, muscle group by muscle group, everything that you can get into and make it happen, which actually worked out great because I picked up that book when I was 13 or 14, and then boom, I was off to the races. Like all of a sudden, I was bench pressing and it was working. So Arnold, hats off to you, sir. Like great work. I really appreciate the lift. However, I was never going to reach Arnold status because I clearly didn't have as much rage towards my parents as he did, or not enough to even come close. So, but he did a great job.
Yeah, the video I was watching today, because it was like I said, it was muscle group by muscle group, and like I think the shoulders are really the most impressive and interesting to me to watch them just like work and expand because it's just, and you can see every striation in his body is crazy. And he was talking about shocking his muscles, how your body obviously gets used to the routine to the point
Right.
of like you're doing push and pull or you know what you're gonna do, and so one of his big strategies was to shock the muscles. So he would like reverse order it instead of going light to heavy, he would go heavy to light or change up his routine to build that mass. And it's just crazy. And he was doing this in the 70s. And what I really enjoy about it is because it's again, it's that nostalgia of like when I was a kid, you go to the Y and the weight room was like the old iron, like literally iron, or like the plates were clacking together and all
That
that.
would
And
rust. Yeah.
yeah, and that's the gyms that these guys were working out at, and there was no like rubber plates or anything like today. So like you'd hear it and feel it, and it's very visceral. I really enjoy it. Not that I ever want to go work out to that capacity, but I enjoy watching it.
Arnold taught us lessons through his whole life. He also taught us to be very selective on hiring household staff. I mean, there's just so
Yeah.
much to learn.
What's interesting with that story is that usually the trope is that it's the super hot nanny, but he was just
Are we gonna do a bracket on this? Because I'm not sure that, or a tier list on this, because I don't think that the top tier is where we would slide her.
no. I think it was just he's just raging with testosterone, and he just needed, and then he got a kid out of it. So I guess there's that. And it's weird because Maria Shriver, his wife, she was very skeletal even back in the day,
Yeah,
very gaunt. So I mean,
yeah.
it's an interesting because he obviously would have had access to anybody. I mean, I was looking at his filmography today, and I don't know if you can find a better 15-year run.
Oh, should we? Is this insert Denzel here?
I mean, you could say, look, I don't know because I haven't seen them, but
I appreciate your honesty.
I can tell you that in terms of just, and look, you can, there's I think there's a strong correlation. We can see when Arnold movies stop being popular, men stop being men.
Yeah.
So, I
That's
mean,
true.
I think once he left the scene and then he went to be the governor,
Stallone
I
picked
think
up.
men lost out. Well, speaking of Stallone, oh my God, have you seen him recently? His face is
Yeah,
concerning.
because he's in Paramount in
Mm.
Oklahoma
King of
something.
Tulsa or something,
King of
or
Tulsa. Tulsa King.
oh, they're-
Yahtzee.
one of them.
And I actually do kind of like that show, but yeah, I mean, I mean, for his age, he looks good, but he definitely doesn't look like he did 30 years ago.
Yeah, well, he unapologetically is on the HGH and all this stuff.
Right.
But I guess if you're that age and you're trying to keep that much meth, because I mean, he's got to be 80, 75.
So, speaking of which, how's the creatine going? Are
Well,
you
that
pre
that's all
Arnold?
part of, I think that's what happened. That's how it got on my
Your radar?
algorithm because I was looking up videos on how much creatine to take, when to take it, like all that kind of stuff. Like, because there's
Right.
different information out there. Should you take more? Should you take less? Like, what's your body absorb? What's your body create naturally? What foods
Right.
are creating creatine? So I was watching some of those videos. I mean, so far, I'm still here. I haven't felt any ill effects. I don't know that I've felt any positive
You feel
effects.
smarter?
I guess so.
This is
We
where your
haven't been
humbleness
watching.
takes over?
We haven't been watching as many game shows, so I don't know. I have to test it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, throw on a Jeopardy. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, it's enhanced,
'Cause-
I guess.
Jeopardy is a humbling experience.
It can be for sure, unless you get the good category.
And
you
by
get
good, you
sport-
mean the one that you know.
I need sports. I need history. But when it's like English literature, I'm just like, I'm done.
Right.
I'm out.
French poets from the 1500s.
Yeah. Or then there's some that you get right and the rest of them don't get right. And you're like, how does that happen?
Right,
How do I know this?
occasionally.
And you don't know that. But,
I crushed you guys.
yeah, there was a guy on there not too long ago. He had a good run, but then he blew it.
It's bound to happen. Gambling always takes
Oh.
a turn.
Man, don't even get me started on that.
But if you do want to hear more about that, tune in on Sunday because we will be covering the previous locks of the week and looking at some maybe mixes up in the NFL, see how things are going. Obviously, I think everybody needs to be all eyes on the Browns because they are coming into their own.
Man,
But tune in Sunday morning and we will give you the full recap on that.
good stuff. Yeah, so the other thing I wanted to talk about
Yes.
ever so briefly, and then I wanted to get your reaction on something. So we got a little bit of reaction video going in a few minutes here.
Little shock
So
and
I'm
awe.
excited about that. But the first thing is, and kind of segue into this, is Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
You ever Dancing with the Stars
Yeah.
fan?
Oh,
I don't know what
fan?
season-
No.
No, you didn't watch?
Pardon me. I watched because I was dating a girl that watched, but I never watched myself.
Yeah, I had the realization today that it's been on since like 2005.
Yeah.
And so that is...
Did they finally cancel Survivor?
I don't think so.
I mean, that's amazing to me. The fact that I watched that in high school and they're still like, this season on Survivor, I'm like, didn't the island sink? Like, how are they still doing this?
They still do Big Brother.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah, well, I think now it's an opportunity for people to get social media famous. So I think people are still willing to come on and people are still watching.
Always. There's always attention seekers.
And the metrics have changed in terms of success on network TV nowadays. I mean, if you look back in like 1996, like the ninth best show had 8 million viewers a week, and they're like, I don't know, we're not pulling the numbers we need.
Right. Huge numbers. And they were in light of the recent Jimmy, I know we're digressing here, but in light of the recent Jimmy Kimmel controversy, they pulled his numbers and they said that, yeah, in 2015, so obviously 10 years ago, he did about 3 million. And in his most recent run, he was doing about 1.5. But they didn't attribute that to Kimmel himself. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure some people tried to spin it that way, but it really is more of your point that there are so many media options now, and they've learned how to compete, and they are competing hard for your eyeballs. So, I mean, it's hard to get network TV.
Yeah, I saw someone post that they could get more views on a spoon than Jimmy Kimmel gets on a nightly average, and sure enough, they did. Or more likes or something. I don't know. Something on Instagram. I don't know how that works, but
Oh
anyway.
my God.
So Dance with the Stars. Reason
I don't
for
know how
what,
that works.
reason what we're talking about here
Yeah.
is do you know who's on the cast this year? Anybody stand out to you? There's a couple 80s,
I like that
90s
you're asking
people.
that like a serious question. What I know is that Ryan Seacrest's ex-girlfriend is one of the hosts, and
Yes.
I know that not Will Smith, but his
No.
little brother,
Yeah, his
What?
cousin.
cousin Dilbert, cousin Braxton, Bankston.
Oh my God. What was his name?
What was his name? Carlton.
Carlton. The Carlton. Yeah.
Carlton is on the Carlton and Ryan Seacrest's ex-girlfriend are on Ryan Seacrest's beard are hosting the show. That is what I know.
So this year you have some throwbacks. You have Topanga from
Oh, how's Topanga doing?
I don't know. But the big one of who I wanted to talk about tonight is none other than Corey Feldman. Are we familiar with Corey Feldman?
Not as much as you are,
But you know who he is.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a Corey Feldman story real quick. So I remember one day I'm walking around the mall in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and I turned the corner because what we used to do, we used to use my roommate's Costco card to get in to get the samples.
Sure.
And then
I
walk
mean,
around
to
the
have
mall.
lunch. You're saying.
Right. And then it was very dark times. So we would get the Costco samples and we walk around the mall. And then lo and behold, I come around the corner and up on stage is none other than Corey Feldman. I'm like, why are you here, Corey Feldman? We're in Fredericksburg, Virginia. What are we doing? He was all like blacked out, looked awful, crazy.
And on stage doing what?
Signing autographs.
Oh, that's all? Okay.
But so lo and behold, a few years later, it comes out that Corey Feldman has a music career. All right. So,
does he, though?
oh, wait for it. So this is an epic video that I'm about to show you. He was on Good Morning America showing off his talents. Now I want to keep this in mind as you're watching this at home. This is not parody. All right. This is a real
He's not doing this ironically.
video. Okay. So
Yeah.
we're going to put it on the screen here so we can all see it together. And I just want to get your
Just
take
have
here.
our producer throw it up there.
So this is Corey Feldman in the hat or in the whatever this is,
Oh,
and
yeah.
these are his angels in the background.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, you have never seen this before.
No, and so
Okay.
far I'm not convinced you should press play, but let's see what happens.
Here we go. Are you ready?
I guess.
Again, not a parody.
He looks like he's trying to do.
Now keep in mind he was friends with Michael Jackson, so there are some influences
Oh my god.
that you will see. This is one of those things that if you're ever having a bad day and you need something to pull you out, look no further. Now let me
No.
again, this is real, not a
This
parody.
is what happens when you surround yourself with yes men.
So let's get to where he doesn't have the
It looked like he was trying to be a Backstreet Boy puppet in the beginning.
yeah. See, now we got this. He's gonna break down. Yep, breaking down. Yes, yes. Go for it. Go for it. All right, let's skip a little bit more because we have a guest rapper that's gonna pop out. I've seen this a lot. I mean,
It's a lot.
it's one of my guilty pleasures. So here we go. Let's. Oh, there he is.
Also, the Angels look like they're having their. Oh, who's this?
Doc Ice. Everyone's Doc Ice.
Doc Ice.
Do you think Doc Ice is like, this is my breakout?
No.
I'm gonna make it. This is real life.
Wow.
Yeah. So I wonder if this is a clip where we see the.
Okay, for the record, you're trying to besmirch Good Morning America's good name. This is the Today Show.
Oh, sorry. Oh, there he goes. Oh, with the flurry.
No.
With the flurry. All right. So let's get back to this.
Oh God, there's more.
No, that was
When
just the next
lights-
video.
Yeah.
So that's incredible. I think that was one thing that went around my social circle pretty big, and I loved it because
I loved it.
it's funny every time.
Yeah, it is funny because he's not trying to be funny. What was your? I'm curious to know what was your social circle's reaction to this.
Huge. We loved it. It was great. Actually, hold on. I was laughing so much my throat got dry. I was actually talking to one of my old coworkers, and who I believe is a listener, my buddy Caleb from Virginia, and he brought up Corey Feldman because he was on Dance with the Stars, and sometimes I'll just pop the GIF of him dancing in communications between the two of us because it's so good.
Well, I am sorry that I missed that. I really appreciate you bringing me up to speed.
You're welcome. I think you should start tomorrow with that.
Here's the thing. Keep laughing, because if you think about that, it gets pretty dark pretty fast. And even the Angels look like they were on their second chance, like, go around. I mean, it was just, woo! If you're the Today Show producer, like, if I'm the producer of the Today Show, and, like, we're doing, the rehearsal, I'm like, you gotta cancel them. Just point the cameras at him, turn on the red light, but we're not gonna play it.
Maybe they didn't even rehearse. Maybe he was like, this is so on point that I don't rehearse. I just show up and I do it. Because
red flag number 2.
Now, on the clip that we didn't see, on the original clip, you can see the host, Billy Bush, like, trying to keep it together as he's talking to him at the end. Because he's got to come out and be like, oh my God, that was amazing. Corey Feldman and the Angels, a CD comes out Friday or Tuesday or whatever. Right. Go for it.
Oh. Yeah, you would love to know what the sales of that album were. He released several studio albums, and one in 1992, and then right behind it in 2016.
That was that clip. There you go, 2016. So 10 years ago. Man.
And then recent music in September 2025, which is obviously what you're doing here. It is 22 for 4. Oh, Evolutions, 22 for 4. A musical tribute to the Beatles. Well, that couldn't have been what you just played.
No, that was his 2016 album that I just showed you.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Angelic to the Core.
There it is. Yeah, the Angels.
Okay.
They were playing the music.
He just never left the 80s, right? I mean, all that cheese and the Angels and the drama, like, yes, it worked for Michael Jackson because at the time it was novel. Now, not so much.
Yeah, I mean, Corey Feldman, in his defense, like, he had a terrible life. Like, he was...
What are the highlights of his life?
The highlights? Like,
I mean, other than the Goonies. As far as I know, the Goonies were the highlight of his life.
The Goonies, he had...
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, he was in that. He was in The Burbs, which is pretty good.
Gremlins. Actually, in my opinion, you're right. He was excellent as the neighbor in that.
Yeah, he's the one who causes all the problems.
I didn't see Stand By Me. I didn't see Lost Boys.
Yeah, those are two good ones. Yeah, he was like... And then there was he and Corey Haim. They were like the two Coreys. And then he ended up dying. And then Corey Feldman... I mean, he's gone on record numerous times about the assault that he had endured from producers and whatnot. So,
truly?
I'm sure. Yeah. So I'm sure he had some crazy stuff, but nonetheless, it's still, when you're a creative genius, you just got to let it flow. And sometimes you don't know how it's going to come out. And when you see Corey Feldman feeling the music, it just happens.
Yeah.
I wish I could be that in tune with something.
I think, for the audience, I'm willing to set up like a Today's Show style stage here. And I think that you should just express yourself. Like, we'll let you pick the music and you can show us, your Backstreet Boys. I know you know some of those dances.
I did at one point over a spring break learn the choreography to Bye 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 from NSYNC.
Bingo.
So there was that, but I haven't retained too much of that.
Okay.
But I know the
enough,
basics,
right?
Yeah, I mean, you can give me a couple minutes, I can look at it and I'll pop it off.
Pick it right back up.
Now, one thing I will say that was, everyone gave those guys crap because it was, boy band and whatnot. But like, when you try to learn that stuff and then you watch how fast they're
yeah.
doing it, it's like, and they're in sync, you know,
Right.
pun intended, but it's incredible like what they're able to do. Like you gotta give them credit where credit's due.
I understand that this is not actually comparable at all, but my daughter who does dance, she's like, Dad, let's like exercise together. I'm like, okay. So she like puts a dance exercise video, but they're like doing modern songs and whatever. And I am so glad that we do not have a mirror in our workout room because I know that it doesn't look good, but I don't need to actually see what it looks like while I'm sort of shuffling around. I mean, she's actually hitting her mark most of the time, but I'm just like, foot up, foot down, foot up, foot down. Here we go.
Yeah, it's always painful to have those video realizations of things in life, or like
No, thank
things
you.
that you think, like you think one way and then you see it and you're like, oh my God.
Right. This is why, for a time, really kind of in the 70s and then into the 80s, people thought that it would be a good idea to have a mirror on the ceiling. You don't see mirrors on ceilings anymore.
Right. Yeah, because what you're watching on TV isn't what yeah. But
What you're watching in your mind is also not what's actually happening.
To that point, so years ago, my buddy and I, when I was still in Virginia, we would play tennis at lunch at work, and so we were like, all right, we're getting pretty good. We need to video ourselves. So we got a camera and we set it up.
No, this is back in the day where you didn't get your phone; you got a camera.
Yeah, literally a camera. Yeah, it was like a camcorder, and but it was a digital one, so there was that. But I remember watching it, and it was so disheartening. Like it was destructive to every ounce of our being. Like it was like we have to stop. Like we can't continue doing this.
Were you guys able
Not
to
watching,
like laugh at it?
Yes, but it was terrible because we even put on like outfits for it. Like tennis gear. Like I had my Wimbledon whites on. He had some Rafa Nadal gear on, and we were playing, and it was just like, oh my God.
So we're gonna post those on YouTube, right?
Those don't. I have no idea where those are anymore. They don't exist.
That is not true.
No,
that is not true.
There is so many videos that I'm thankful that do not exist.
So
any longer.
Of Chad's social network that is in Virginia, we need this video. We know you have it. Just send it over, and we're happy to post it up and then open it up for comments because I think that that's something we all need to enjoy together.
One thing I wish I could find, I remember before my senior year, Jim, my friend, and I, we made 2 feature-length films.
Oh.
That are...
Like Blair Witch Project?
There was a part of that was in the Blair Witch. Part of it was Blair Witch-esque. There was a little bit... It was good stuff. It was all on-location shoots, one takes. It was good.
What do you mean? Of course
effects.
It was on location. You didn't CGI it. Like, what does that mean?
Oh, there was some special effects. There was an apple. There was an apple stand-in for an assassination scene. There was some good stuff.
Got it. So it sounds like there was some metaphor.
Yeah, I remember one bit we were doing. I damn near slit my wrist open. So we were doing. Oh. So this is when Episode 1 came out. Star Wars Episode 1.
Yes.
So we were making lightsaber fighting videos with camcorders again. So you set it up, and we would choreograph it. So one of the things we thought would be super cool is what if we did like a force move where the lightsaber's on the ground and it will come into my hand.
Oh yeah, whoosh.
Yeah. So we're like, all right, how are we gonna do this? So like, oh, this is perfect. We're gonna take fishing wire. We're gonna tie it to the handle. We're gonna put a straw on my wrist and run the straw the wrist, and then one of us is gonna yank it back. And then it's going to pull up my hand. So, of course, my wrist just goes... It didn't break the skin, but it was a mark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't have to run to the ER. But it was...
Yeah. You should have gone to HR.
But, yeah, that was a good one. We did end up actually... In fairness, we ended up filming it and then recording it, dubbing it in reverse. With the VHS, with the VCR. So
I didn't have that cool of a 30th birthday, so I mean, I can't hate. I can't hate.
I was 18, but I would have done it for my 30th birthday, or 43rd birthday.
Jim, get out the camcorder.
Yeah, here we go.
It's happening again.
Did you ever just film stuff with your friends back in the day?
That's going to be a no. No. Because we we were smarter than we realized. Or, I mean, no, we didn't want to film anything that we were doing because we didn't want anybody to be able to discover it or find it.
We filmed everything.
No,
we would just sit on the couch and film it.
We did mental films for memories for later. Like, that's all we were doing. And deniability. Oh, do you remember the time you... Nope, don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember one time we were... This is when webcams first came out.
Uh-huh.
And we were making videos. We were doing, like, not dubbing, but, like, lip syncing to 98 Degrees. I remember this perfectly. And so, like, it's recording, and then somebody knocks on the door, and you can see the terror in our eyes.
Yes, that's a perfectly right. If you feel that way, you need to question what you were doing in the first place.
Oh, like, my God.
Yeah, you and your girlfriends are all like doing 98 Degrees.
And then all of a sudden you're just like...
Yeah.
There's a shot in our movie that happened too. We were actually doing a choreographed fight sequence played to the background track of "Man, I Feel Like a Woman" by Shania Twain. And then
you're doing a fight sequence?
Yeah. And mind you, it was just like my boombox playing in the background. And then someone was in my driveway honking the horn, and you could see us both like look back. And again, pure terror.
Who was it?
I don't know. It made the final cut though, because it was just...
It was too rich.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, today's generation, they film everything all the time, so they're constantly on, and they post it. But we obviously didn't have an opportunity to post it anywhere. Thank God.
Like, they have evolved beyond, like, the hey or yo or what's up, like, text has turned into this snap of them making some weird face into the camera. I'm like... I know you think that goes away, but it doesn't. And so this sort of like weird, goofy look that you've got in the camera is now crystallized forever.
Yeah, because it's funny because you would have thought that early cell phones were much harder to type text on because you had to hit the button 3 times or whatever to get to the letter. Yeah. But I don't remember shorthanding my text even back then.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Like, I mean, I think that they were inherently shorter. Like, we used full words, but just like it was a 3-word sentence.
Yeah. It was like...
At store.
Right. Well, because I also came through my college years with Instant Messenger.
AIM.
Yeah. And you'd have your away message. That's where you could get really creative on your and you'd have your profile. You put like cool stuff, like quotes and stuff in your profile.
My friend, through about his 3rd job, he set up a Hotmail account, as you do, when he's 16, and it was Frank the Clown 016 at hotmail.com. He, no kidding, put that on his resume and showed it to me. I'm like, which of these is not like the others?
When I went to the college office after college, or after the career office after college, and I did the same thing because mine was Cobra Kai 16 at hotmail.com. And he's like, you may want to change your email address.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Because that was my AIM handle, was Cobra Kai 16. I was very excited about that. And then I had some sweet quotes or people would put like music quotes, or if someone would break up with their girlfriend or boyfriend, they put some like melodramatic crap in their...
Love it.
In their profile, yeah.
So,
in their away message.
Is there a martial arts video floating around out there of you doing like chopping some wood?
No wood chopping. No. There was Star Wars for sure. Lightsaber fights. We did. We had a picnic table that we put just off camera, and we would jump off of it and dunk in my driveway, with the Backstreet Boys playing in the background. With matching Lakers jerseys.
Matching.
Yeah.
Love it.
And then, good stuff. This stuff I haven't thought about in forever. That's been nice to have on camera or on video somewhere.
I cannot wait for someone that you don't expect to reach out and connect with us and let us know that they have the footage that you think no longer exists. And I look forward to seeing this.
I have 2 cassettes that I have from the early 2000s, like '05 era.
Yeah.
That I can't get digitized. I mean, I guess I could send them away, but I don't know what's on it. Like, I need to see it before I send it away.
No. This is like 1 hour photo. You just take it in there, you drop it off, and you get what you get.
It's way too risky. I don't know the types of things that were said or done.
I mean, I'm not saying you show it to your wife before you take a look at it, but I mean, I think that you should.
Because, I mean, God can only tell you what would have been said or talked about.
No, the tape can tell us.
I mean, I know some of the conversations that may be on there.
Would you get canceled?
Oh my God. I'm surprised I have it in general, let alone it was a different time.
Right, exactly. Yeah, this is like the equivalent of like a 30-year-old tweet.
Yeah. I mean, it's just 2 guys having fun.
Okay. I'm now less interested in the video. All right, and on that fun note, I think we're gonna have to wrap it here. So
always do that.
Yeah, all good advice. Be careful in hiring your housekeeper. Be good.